ready. Today we are making ramen. So today we are at the Ramen Factory here in Kyoto, Japan, and I'm going to teach you how to make two different kinds of ramen. Man, how do you put it on?
You can do the sugar.
Ready. So we're going to prepare our chicken thighs, and first thing you want to do is actually roll it up like a tight little burrito and get some twine and wrap it up all nice and tight just to make sure it doesn't come apart when you're braising it. Now that our chicken's all wrapped up, let's get started on working on the braising liquid. Soy sauce. Sugar. Sugar. And now sugar. Let's take the pot with the chicken and its braising liquid over to the stove and bring it up to a boil. Once it's boiling, we're going to add a lid to the pot, and the chicken should be fully cooked in about 15 minutes. Now the fun part. Let's get started on the ramen dough itself. So it's very important to actually sift your flour. This is going to help the dough become smoother and removes any of the big clumps of the flour. When we start to incorporate the water to the dough, we actually want to do it in 3 equal parts. So we're going to use a third of the water, fully incorporate it into the flour by mixing it by hand. Once it's fully absorbed, then we're going to add the next third, fully incorporate, and then do it one last time with the last bit of water. It's very important to use all of the flour that we've already measured out. So when your dough is coming together, make sure to get all the flour from the sides and put it all into one big dough ball. To develop the gluten in the dough, we're going to start kneading this by hand. One of the best techniques that I've found is actually to stand up and actually lean up into it and use your whole body weight to knead the dough by pushing your palm forward, bringing the dough back, turning it, and then rolling it out again. Now you beat your ramen. I don't have to go to the gym today. How do you know when it's good and bad?
It's really smooth and soft. Yeah,
okay.
Like a earloaf.
Ramen's coming together. Now we laid out the dough. It's time to put it in the machine. The ramen machine. Okay, which way? Through here.
Yeah.
And then I spin it.
Turn it, spin it.
Uh-oh.
Push it, yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Ramen's coming together. To the way.
So long noodle.
Now we got good noodles. Over here we have the thick ramen noodle. This is a much thinner. So we thinned it out. Got a nice little thin noodles. My favorite. Over here we have the thick ramen noodles, the thin ramen noodles. Which one is your favorite? Ooh, and remember that chicken we left cooking?
Chicken's ready. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it came out delicious. So good. Now the easiest way to remove the twine from the chicken is actually to use some kitchen scissors. And then we're going to cut the chicken in about 1-inch slices. Place the chicken into a ceramic ramekin. Now we're going to roast our chicken. The chicken is already fully cooked, but by blowtorching it, it's going to give us that nice crispy texture and really crisp up the actual chicken skin. Let's move on to the broth.
Based on the soup, we have two kind of broths. One is the chicken broth. It's boiled and simmer about 4 hours with ginger and garlic with a lot of chicken bone. And also this one is seafood broth. Seafood broth is made from this kelp, bonito flakes, and mackerel flakes. This is typical Japanese dashi. Have you ever heard dashi?
Yes.
Yeah, this is. Have you tried miso soup or udon noodles, soba noodles? That is made from this typical Japanese dashi. You need to choose flavor of ramen. This is miso and soy sauce and salt one we have.
The Ramen Factory already had all 3 blends of flavorings and broths ready for us pre-made, but in the link down below I have the exact recipe if you want to make this from scratch at home. Miso in. Stir the miso.
Taste it?
Okay.
Maybe that's perfect, but it would have more take a while if it's
I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Half soy sauce, please. So today we made 2 different kinds of broths for the base for the ramen. We made the chicken base with miso and one with soy sauce and seafood. Now you can choose whichever one you want. You can mix and match different kinds. Now we make the ramen. Fresh ramen actually cooks extremely fast. When you drop them into a pot of boiling water, they'll be done in less than 50 seconds. The noodles tend to want to clump up together, and the best way to prevent that is to get a stick or even a little chopstick and just constantly stir them. With our noodles done, now it's just a matter of building our ramen. Let's go ahead and add our broth of choice. We're making both a soy sauce broth ramen and a miso ramen. And let me show you a few traditional toppings that we're going to use. Now you put the chicken back on. One of my all-time favorite ramen toppings definitely has to be the perfectly cooked boiled egg. When it's nice and orange and creamy in the inside, that's the best. Adding some fried onions, and don't forget to drizzle a little garlic oil. What is the name of this?
Shichimi.
Sashimi?
Shichimi.
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 Shichimi. Okay, and this is shichimi. Okay. Alright, so today we made 2 different kinds of ramen. We've got the chicken miso based ramen over here, and this is the seafood soy sauce based ramen. Let's try it out. It was really rich. It's much heavier of a sauce. Let's see over here. This one is much lighter in flavor, but it has a rich bonito and dashi sauce. Much good. If you like it rich and heavy, miso. Lighter and seafoody, this guy over here. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to give a special shout out to our friends at the Ramen Factory in Kyoto. They actually provide cooking classes and they help teach you to make the ramen from beginning to end. And if you are in Japan, I highly recommend making the trip out to Kyoto and making your own bowl of ramen. And the best part of this experience is you get to eat your final product. So I hope this video has helped inspire you to travel more and learn about different kinds of foods, and honestly move on from those instant ramen packets, because you've learned how to make your own ramen. You can do this at home now. I believe in you. And if you've learned anything new about ramen, please like our video. And remember, we're going to be posting videos weekly on this channel, so please subscribe and hit the little bell notification to get reminders for whenever we post a new video. You know what? Comment down below. Let me know what kind of ramen is your favorite. There's so many different varieties of broths and noodle combinations that I'd like to know which ones you like. And as always, dish it all out. Arigatou gozaimasu.